second best map. Vertigo somewhere in the mix. That seems like the permaban of HOTU. But overall, after you take Vertigo out as the permaban, I think ECSTATIC have got their 3 best maps remaining in this veto. I really think this is very good for them. And if HOTU can pull up another upset here, especially on these maps, I mean, enormous credit, because they're doing it the hard way, playing on these ones.
Well, no more waiting around required. We are going to get into the action very quickly indeed. HOTU with 2 sets of Julies to speak of. Some really cool names going across on the HOTU side as well. Swiftsteel, Gokushima. I'm looking forward to getting into this one. The Julies will not be able to find anything to kick us off. Swiftsteel from heaven, trying to find a return frag, but it does not happen for him. kraghen, meanwhile, watching the backside. They seem to be savvy to this fact, and it's actually a little bit of a 2-man spot that comes in. This is really not looking good. Salazar and the retrieved Julies will manage to find the kill onto Gokushima through the smoke. And that's just going to call for the save for the remaining 2 CT players.
Guess the armor's of some value. But yeah, you're right. Retake is not on. No way, Jose, in this round. Acia could fall foul. Max is peeking his way in. Trade is there. And Nitzy to stay well stuck to keep this armor going. He goes down. Clean stuff from ECSTATIC. Can't really ask for a great deal more than that. They're very, very happy. Mr. Manx is, he is here. He's just hiding away a little bit. He's in incognito at the moment.
Yeah, the HOOD doesn't want to seem to play ball. It does happen from time to time, so not quite sure what the issue is there. Might have to get our lovely faces back on the camera, mate, to get that one sorted. But he is indeed here. Do not fret. ECSTATIC are not playing a 5v4 right now. It would be kind of cool if they were to have won the pistol with only 4 players, but, you know. Outside execute comes through here. Decent weaponry brought up on that HOTU side, but not going to be able to get it into play just yet. kraghen's found himself pretty deep in towards the secret area, and of course the guessing game now begins for the CC side.
Of course, the force buy from HOTU, which justifiably means a few more risks in terms of the rotations and how they're playing, and got Gokushima. It's looking out outer, and there's 3 players lower, so they're really gambling that ECSTATIC will end on this lower bomb site. But even if they do it at this rate, the numbers are just dwindling ever so fast. kraghen is ever so confident with this duel, that's for sure. Oh, okay, he gets punished. That's a ripper. A bomb site, either way, though. Seeded. Seems to be planted, and I don't think they should be hunting these too much. Let them save if they want.
Should be easy enough. Oh, Nitzy almost gets caught with the timing. Does manage to survive there. So I think he will be able to make it out. Swiftsteel's got his hands onto a Galil as well. So you take the good with the bad here on the HOTU side of things. Something a bit more competitive to speak of. But indeed, ECSTATIC rolling through the motions, looking good in the early stages. Of course, you know, not too foreign to the crazy force flies from that previous series. So we'll see. I'm looking for more solid performances here. We had Queenix and Salazar, I think the 2 that we look towards to really perform well. kraghen is kind of the other one as well. And all 3 of them really, really solid in the last series. So hopefully they can bring some more of that into this game here and keep up that kind of trend, battling off against some of the individuals. As you mentioned earlier in the sort of pre-game, we had Case looking really, really solid up against, you know, some of the best players in Europe in the form of Tabson, in the form of Keto, in the form of Faven. So really looking once again to have these individuals having an A game here on Nuke.
Alright, what do we got? Saved Galil. Nitzy also saved Eagle. And a heavy outer stack. So we'll see where ECSTATIC chooses to go. Of course, outer would be very ill-advised. There's plenty of players around. But they don't know that. Smokes to follow. Bit of inner pressure as well. Nadage. Top hut main. All the smokes is down. What have we got? We've got a little bit. Is there a boost here in credit card? Looks like it. Player up on blue now. That's going to be swiftsteel. Kraghen's in front of the angle, though. Manx is going to peek from silo soon. And swiftsteel is right out in the open. Kraghen goes for a play and is ripped apart. Mitsu gets another. Oh, no. This is meant to be the heavy eco, and it's falling apart for HOTU.
Once again, we're having the wildness of these force buys come in. Nitzy through the smoke going to find Queenix, so definitely down to just 2 now. 5 on 2 really would be wild if they're able to recover this round back, to be fair. There's a kit available as well for Nitzy to play with 2 quick kills, but is it going to be enough? Nodios takes a lot of damage there into the 1 versus 2. Does manage to find the kill on the second. Ready for the headshot here, and he gets it done. Nodios saves the day for HOTU.
Well, they got away with that one. Nodios. He's been a little bit up and down, let's be honest, since he's come into the lineup. Well, you don't just do that. That was incredible. What a performance in a round where that was pretty sloppy at the start and outer. Walking for a smoke, 1 player on top of Silo just gets caught. And, well, thank God for Nodios, because they almost had their money snapped in half.
Yeah, that would have been a really disastrous round to be losing, especially early on into the course of the game. So, pretty good stuff to see from Nodios, and a nice clutch to boot. Always good for the morale and keep the team rolling, keep the team high. We are just trying to get the HOTU sorted out here, folks, of course, as it is, I'm sure, very confusing from a viewership standpoint. A little confusing to cast from as well, to be fair. So, you know, makes our life a bit easier if everything's all hunky-dory. So hopefully we won't be waiting too long for that one. We've got a tech pause in game as well, so we're not missing any of the action. Don't worry about that. Always difficult getting these early tech pauses in a game. Kind of takes some of the wind out of the sails. They'll just have to sit there on that HOTU side of things as we roll into the first rifle round here. Yeah,
I think it's also the HOTU guys should be kind of happy with. I know they didn't win the round, but they've done so much damage to this money. So they need to keep calm heads. Calm heads. Queenix is nothing. Nodios is basically nothing. Manx is low too. A minimum loss bonus. Win this, and pistols are certain to follow for the HOTU squad. Case, AWP in play. Where are you going, brother? Let's get this AWP involved.
Out pretty early as well, so sometimes you don't see the CT side go straight towards it, especially when they're lower on the cash, but they are really banking on it. In comes the burst play from HOTU, though. It's a great pocket round that they've had saved to get their first rifle round on the board. A fantastic early opener.
Look what they're doing with the bomb as well. The bomb's actually down secret.
Really, I think, catching the CTs off guard with a goal like this. Nitzy, though, oh, he had an opportunity to maybe be the hero. They've crunched in towards lobby. Nodio's going to put a stop to that, though. Takes down another one. Might just be the round off the back of it, to be fair. Mizu is going to get through him here, but just can't beat this angle, man. It's so tough. Case. Nice little quick scope. He's got 4 more to get through, though. I just don't think it's going to happen for him, and he kind of knows it. Recovers a bit of utility, but probably, in fact, definitely now holding on to this AWP.
Yeah, it would be too much to ask. That was a great round from HOTU. First kill is off the back of flashbangs and explosiveness as they come over main, but beyond that, HOTU were never in a position where they could get into that round. It would have taken, you know, something like Mizu having a massive individual performance to turn that one back, and just too much to ask. HOTU might have let the previous round go far too close and Nodio saved them, but outside of that, it's been some very clean Counter-Strike. Keeping players alive as well on the previous. And this is already set up to be a pretty mighty T-side on Nuke.
Alrighty then. Let's see. Another half-buy round, though, and, you know, the last one that came through from HOTU was relatively close. There is an AWP in play here. See what Case can get done with it. Trying to nade stack outside. Does some decent damage. Nodios, meanwhile, a big battle, but he'll make it down. Queenix catches Mizu getting aggressive. Catches Nitzy getting aggressive. And a fantastic start into the round. 1:30 already gone, and they are... Oh, men down. There's a gap in the smoke. Queenix just having a masterclass right now as he's found himself a 3K all by himself.
Any frags here would do a lot of good because ECSTATIC is starting to run away with this. Odios is down. Gokushima can get in behind. Maybe there's a chance. I'm looking forward to the next gun round. Got to get Case engaged. Even the frag count is a bit harrowing for this HOTU squad at the moment. And of course, we didn't catch the big game live. But that result is impossible if you don't have strong individual players. So they must be in here somewhere. Just need to get them out in the open.
Oh, not able to find anything, unfortunately, there, swiftsteel. So a flawless round coming in from ECSTATIC. This is, as you were saying, setting up to be a really scary T-side already. 5 in a row is absolutely ridiculous from the T-side. You know, one of the hardest T-sides to play in the game. And ECSTATIC are flying away with it. There will be another buy-in here from the side of HOTU. Timeout to be taken. They understand the position that they are in right now and how daunting it looks from here on in.
Quick discussion. Just get on the same page. Because we've only had the one gun round. That was the explosive play over Mini. So we'll see if they adjust to that as well. An important moment. Just to stabilize. I do think this is a series, despite the big result. Where HOTU could have a, you know, if they just can't get engaged in the game and they're making a few too many mistakes, they can't find a playstyle that works. I could see ECSTATIC running away with this, and that's what they got to avoid early here. They just can't keep playing the same brand of Counter-Strike and letting this game get away from them.
Well, we've had some time to work our way into this one. Expecting big things from HOTU, expecting them to have turned somewhat of a new leaf. So far, they've really not looked all that impressive, bar the half-buy round that nearly went their way, that they ended up flubbing 2v5, so... yeah, not the best of starts into this game. This round is even so far, a trade-off of damage onto a few players here. See what the move is. Mizu left low, but he will manage to win the fight out. Case, meanwhile, finding himself another one. They have got themselves in towards A, but it's cost them almost everything. Queenix going to be caught with no ammo, but is somehow still alive. 4 versus 2. Mizu will go down. Nitzy going to find the frag onto Queenix. Nice trade, and that will indeed be the first round for HOTU. So ECSTATIC trying to play things fast. Doesn't work.
Nope, good hold. Much needed. And another pause is in. Not sure if it's technical or tactical of nature. We're not here too long. ECSTATIC can snap the money pretty bad here if they win this round and don't let many live with the saves. They certainly got the money for a full investment. Queenix, already up to 10 kills, is pretty mighty at this point in the game. Nodios, of course, big 4K earlier on, is contributing heavily to his frag count, but those are high impact and then some. And of course, over the course of the series, I feel like we're going to learn a bit more about these HOTU players. Who are the stars, who set up to play. Of course, it looks like Case seems to be as the author, you know, in position to play pretty well, but who else is rounding it out in the fragging department?
Well, more time being taken. Waiting to get back into the action. Of course, ECSTATIC are happy to be on 5, but of course we'll want a lot more than this and have to put a stop to HOTU, make sure that they can't close the gap. It can indeed happen on a map like this. You know, very quickly the tides turn. But at this point in time, ECSTATIC are seemingly hanging on a bit of a knife edge. Not a lot of cash remaining, so pretty important round for them. First round that they've had the AWP out as well on this T side. Mizu going to chime in for the first. Gokushima loses his head to the AWP, though, so a 1-for-1 trade coming in. There's a creep down the vent. Oh, Nodio's just going to get perfect timing on it. Nitsy's found a kill of his own. It's all over the place right now. 3 versus 3. Where do HOTU go from here? Swiftsteel on the edge of the smoke, looking to be a bit cheeky. Will manage to frag, and another as well. Nodio's the only one left then for HOTU. HOTU have done it again.
He's got time, but not a whole lot else. It has to be instant frag. And he can't get the first. Mizu, big one. Big stuff. 4 frags for him. Oh, sorry, it's Twister had the 4, sorry. Good round for him. Beautiful stuff. Stabilizing a little bit. The CT money is still... Oh, if they had a bomb plant exciting, I think they'd buy. Because they can snap the money here, but it's just too much to ask. And instead, I like this. A bit of a half buy, some nadage in play. And given the series earlier, they can play a force by these guys. That's for sure.
Fast round coming in. Nodio will be the first one to try and find a frag. Loses his life. Case holding strong for 2. Hanks has got a trade in, but ultimately to no avail. And Salazar's been heard. An easy finish off by swiftsteel there. As it will indeed be a 3rd round for HOTU. Closing that gap pretty quickly. HOTU will be back with a bye into this round. Have to find success here and keep HOTU at bay.
Alright, what's the call, Mr. Manx? Couple tricky rounds. I'm making a lot of headway towards the bomb site. Are we going to change it? Gokushima very aggressive. Case sat back in garage, trying to take the first contact of his AWP. As Nodios tries to get cheeky, doesn't work. He hits the deck. Is he ready for that one? Feels like the wind's out of their sails. Very slow stuff from HOTU as they decide what to do.
Difficult start once again. HOTU seem to have lost all the speed that they had in the early rounds. Oh, great flash. Gokushima going to be able to hide away. He doesn't get checked. Surely he should have gone down there. But absolutely not the case. 5 versus 3. Charging in towards A is all they've got left. Mizu at the back end of the site will manage to find one. Traded out quickly. Manx for a double. It would have been massive if there was a few more players left alive. It's going to be Salazar up against 3, and a broken spray down cost him his life. HOTU continue closing this gap now, 4 in a row.
The HUD might need another reset, because I think
the names are a bit wrong, aren't they?
Yeah. I think 3 of them are wrong. So something's up where we're not quite reflecting what's actually going on in game. So hopefully get on top of that soon. And either way, another half buy for HOTU. Kraghen's gone for the cranked up the hero AK essentially in this scenario. See what he can get done. Where's he playing? Number 7. Towards outer at the moment. Case is posted up and quite sure how Kraghen's going to get a good duel at the moment. Frost smoke down. Secret is a potential avenue. 4 here. Nodios on the lurk. Can get across and get down. This round could certainly get interesting.
Nodios alone on ramp, waiting for the perfect timing to move down and hopefully get a catch. We're all the way down in secret here. Gokushima backed up by Nitsy as well. So they're very ready for this B hit here. Smoke and a Molotov, not really enough to get you going on towards B, is it? They're going to try through single door. I don't know about this one. Nitsi is incredibly ready for it. Oh, misses the mark, though. They will make it out. Still a solid hold coming in from above. Traded back, however. A missed AWP shot as well. Nodios, here he is with his perfect timing. Oh, that was the opportunities. Fluffed his lines ever so slightly, but he panicked. Scott Kashima, I suppose, is all that you're really looking for there. Bomb in a cage from behind. Mizu to chime in as well. It's all down to Nodios on nothing but an A West. Up on the rafters, could do some serious damage. This is the perfect angle for it. Finds the onto the Tech 9. Trying to drop Mizu here, but can't get the timing on him round the corner. And it's just way of HOTU. The closest one we've had in a while, but they will get it done.
Ooh, well, that was just a high. So in that sense, very good value from ECSTATIC. Push that money right on, but even, yeah, this is... Five is...
We're looking forward to how this one pans out then. HOTU showing that they can bring an A game to this, that they can turn things around. It really was looking good for ECSTATIC. Incredibly explosive opening couple of rifle rounds from them, but since then it's been HOTU's number. And oh, they've got explosion of their own. kraghen tries to get aggressive. Case can't make it away. 4 versus 4. That'll benefit the T side endlessly. Salazar looking for a pick with the AWP. He misses the window of opportunity. On towards this player at the back end of the warehouse that I don't think is necessarily going to be expected that he's crept in here. Manx, yep, not going to clear all his lines. Ooh. It's a chance to spin around. Nodios picking up Case. Again, a little all over the place. Molotov comes down, swinging round, loses his life. And a 3 versus 2 ensues. Massive frag landed there towards Squeaky Door. Molotov down. Another one as well to back it up. Another smoke at Mini. Spam through the smoke. Is somewhat close but doesn't quite find it. And they are just firmly locked out of this site. Coming in isolated as well. Really going to be difficult. Heaven player's position given away by that nade. swiftsteel finds his line. Now 2-on-2. Flash comes round, allows the frag to come in, and it's just Nodios with 10 HP. A 2 versus 3 retake that really did not look doable has somehow become all the more doable. There's not a lot of time left on the bomb. They do have a kit available. They'll deal with Nodios, and they will find the lead.
These rounds are getting brutal, but they're getting it over the line. ECSTATIC just can't close at the moment. They're gaining some ground, getting into reasonable positions, but yeah, I'm not surprised to see a timeout called because from 5-0 up, full economic control, chances in a lot of these rounds. There was potential for a lot more out of this T side for ECSTATIC. Still, though, still make it very competitive. Quick discussion. What are we going into this round? Of course, the buy is still good by virtue of the bomb plants and plenty of frags. Coach as well can chime in. And now they finish their talk. I see it transpire on the serve. What's the move, boys?
Need to change something up. I think you can, yeah, indeed be happy with 5 rounds, but you've got great potential here to get to a lot more considering that it comes so early for ECSTATIC. So, you know, they'll be wanting to keep things rolling here. Very aggressive utility coming out from both sides so far. Nodio's going to eat some nade damage, but I was expecting a bit more out from that. A bit more spam through smokes maybe, but no, not quite the order of the day, it would seem. Meanwhile, we've got 2 players getting aggressive outside. Kashima is going to find Queenix. Nearly loses his life. He will get the kill. swiftsteel at the back end of Warehouse finds the kill onto Manx. ECSTATIC are losing the groove. Really not looking good. Big damage onto kraghen. Can't win the fight out and just has to back away. So 5 versus 3 looking good for HOTU.
What's even your options here for ECSTATIC? As he gets another one onto kraghen. Gonna try and play out a Squeaky. Guess Mizu 3 case here is a little bit isolated, but I don't see how you can possibly turn this around. First one found on the case. But anything from here is going to be ever so difficult. I don't think saving is a great idea either. They're on heavy loss bonus. Might as well play for damage over that, I think. 34 seconds. See what Salazar does in the end. But I don't think he should save. I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, just trying to even out that economy. It looks like he is going to hold, though. Just kind of committed to it here, like a little troll under the stairs. Harry Potter living under the stairs for the foreseeable future.
But Harry got out in the end.
He did. And Salazar looks to get out in the end as well, into the next round. They might buy around this. They do have cash available.
Does sound a bit like a wizard name, Salazar, to be fair.
True. That's very... It may well have been. I feel like a name that exists. Let's have a look. Oh, okay, no. Apparently he was the acting president of Portugal.
Yeah, I've seen this. I googled it before.
So there you go. But that is a very cool name.
Okay. Half buy from ECSTATIC around that saved AK. Good nadage. So we have options. But, you know, considering they won and converted pistol, this is not transpired into the half I thought it would be. And this is the map pick of ECSTATIC. HOTU have not played a map on HOTU here on Nuke in the last 3 months. And currently, they're looking pretty mighty. Salazar, board and kill. Swiftsteel traded in the end. 2-on-2. Guess it's not a terrible result for ECSTATIC given how this round started, but now it's not looking good. Gokushima collects another. Case might be low HP, but Queenix doesn't have a lot to speak of. He'll have to play perfectly here to have a chance. Gets in behind Gokushima. No idea. Orb dropped. Recovered. Case is low. Peaks wide. Queenix with another. Add that to your Nodius clutch. And that is your T-side, ECSTATIC. They have saved you.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, very well played. Perfect timing on everything, you know, just managed to get in behind the AWPer and... yeah, played to perfection. Catches that final player panicking, nade in hand. Brilliant. And there's your 6 rounds. Kind of your golden number on the T side of Nuke, so we'll see if they can make it any further than that, I suppose.
There's a good chance at 8. I mean, look at the money here for HOTU. It's pretty dire. So we were set up for an A pop, but not going for it just yet. Maybe this re-smoke on Squeaky especially will dissuade anything very soon. Case is tagged a long way down. That must be for a spam, I guess. Much slower stuff from ECSTATIC this time.
I think they kind of know how important this round is. It's important to them as well to not lose it, so...
That nade go through he nade through the skylight thing? Yeah. That's wild.
I think so. A great start. Can they capitalize off the back of it? Up above, we got our guy Mizu holding the line. Will go down pretty swiftly, though. Maybe needed another one out from him. Plant going to come in. Or Gokushima trying to creep through, but Kraghen's got his name, got his number. And Kraghen able to survive the fight here as well. Really good stuff. 4 versus 2, probably a save look because it's just absolutely futile going for this.
Ooh, need these rifles. I wouldn't even stick around for too long if I was these guys. Salazar's closing in. Queen of Nitsy, and I don't think it was worth it. I mean, economic damage is meaningless. It's the last round for ECSTATIC. They're buying fully whatever you do, and now there'll be no rifles on the CT side. And ECSTATIC, just as they were on the brink of maybe getting 10-5 in this half, honestly, have recovered it now to a good position. 8 looks exceedingly likely as long as they can just clear these pistols.
Well, HOTU, the little team that could, 5-7, while Blind manages to find a frag. Absolutely ridiculous. Manx will get him traded. Kashima on the repeat, loses his life, but gains one in the meantime. 3 versus 3. Definitely doable here. Nodio's going to find a key frag, however, onto Case, and player trapped in at Unbreakable. There's absolutely nowhere for Mizu to go here. Smoke goes down, gives him some space to work with, but Queenix is bouncing in, looking to move fast, looking to secure the frag. Apparently easier said than done on this one. Salazar's got him locked in, though, of course, so just down to Nitsy. And they have all the time, all the space in the world on the ECSTATIC side.
And he's cleared. That's going to be the half. 8 for ECSTATIC. Got a little bit rocky, but they're looking pretty good going into that second half.
Welcome back to the second half, ladies and gentlemen. As close as it possibly comes, but 8 rounds on that T side is a pretty stellar half from HOTU, to be honest with you. HOTU, though, you have to give them credit. They were 5 rounds down. It was looking very scary, and then they managed to string 6. So, really, really impressive half from them as well. A nice little comeback in the middle there. We'll see what their T side has got. This is, of course, the pick of HOTU, so we're expecting big things out from this CT, and flying into ramp they will go. Return flashes from Manx. Oh, pretty clean. That's a great shot. Queenix there to back him up as well. Keep them hemmed in. Got to find this trade here. Kraghen and bring it down to the 1 versus 1. Getting away, waiting for his teammate to come and help him. Block with the triple burst on high. We'll get it done. That's certainly a funky way to find the frag, but HOTU will be happy for number 8.
Alrighty. Both teams picking up that T-pistol. HOTU forcing up. No surprises there. And on we go. Pretty standard setup. Double ramp. Got a boost here on the box. That's for Manx. Hopefully kraghen can take his contact. That's when the spot really comes into its own. As we can see, HOTU is aiming elsewhere. Wrap smokes down. Volley on towards Secret. Now they push through. First man in, heavily tagged. And actually, all of HOTU had repositioned. Mizu down. Fukushima gets one, but Case has also hit the deck. Ooh, this is really nerve-wracking now. You cannot drop the ball against this buy.
Case on low HP as well. Really difficult to play into a scout of Salazar. So, yeah, worrying scenes. They have the yard control, but it feels like they can't really get out of here. HOTU are keeping them hemmed in. They don't have the smokes to sneak down Secret. And the aggression coming in from the CT side is relentless right now. Just going to be on to Nitzy then. They have indeed dropped that ball, Alan, and they've dropped it pretty fast and pretty hard. Nitzy. Can he clutch up? Able to find the first. It costs him half his HP, though. Again, that scout still in play, and an AK as well here to work with is a really scary prospect. Kraghen is not moving. Just so pinned onto this angle. We'll switch things up. 20 seconds. Is there even really enough time to retrieve the bomb and get the plant? Doesn't matter. We don't have that world, but I think that one was over. Ooh, they lose the AK there. So that's a small oversight from HOTU, but they'll be happy to have won yet another force buy today.
Okie dokie. Force back from HOTU, but theirs is much the weaker. Tech 9s, bit of utility, but not much to speak of. Flashbangs will have to do damage. Let's see where they choose to go. Heavy ramp at the start. Kraghen opens up. That's on towards outer. Swiftsteel never put a chance. Manx pull a little bit out in the open. Trade it out. Does a lot of damage, however. Nodios has dropped vent. There is a player lower. And he moves in towards control. First found. Good trade from Case. So maybe there's a bomb plant to be found. Perhaps there's potential, but they're wasting time here, Scriv. I mean, these players are now down. I think this is much more difficult. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, not really happening. HOTU getting off to a really good groove then. Going to probably move up to 11 rounds here, which is a pretty hefty scoreline to be on in the early stages of the game. Or of the half, I should say. Either way, I think, yeah, HOTU setting themselves up for a very, very strong showing here. HOTU, I don't know, man. Really got to look good in this first rifle round, otherwise I do feel the half getting away from them.
Alright, one map up. From 5 to 10 down on the CT side. That was the first half of Ancient. One map away from a consecutive major final. Caden and the boys. Of course, focus up on our game. And everyone else can between the maps in the major semis. No reason not to. Have every monitor open. There's 4 games of Counter-Strike just on the ESL channels. Get the major up, get this up. Why not? Get it on your phone, your tablet, your mum's phone. Get everyone involved.
Streaming to the TV.
Exactly.
No excuses. Clean round coming in from HOTU. No real sweat off the brow in these past couple then. So looking very, very impressive. HOTU need to start showing us something substantial here on the T side before it gets too late. HOTU built up a hell of an amount of cash. Cheeky little bonus here, I guess, because Salazar's still on the scout. So if they can find this one cleanly, I think they set themselves up for a really good second half. HOTU, what have they got then? This is, you know, completely unprecedented territory, at least for us. So we are chomping at the bit to see what they've got prepared. It's going to be the outside smokes coming in very, very early. A lot of aggression, though, from the CT side. And it finds great success. They crunch in towards lobby, showing them who's boss, scaring them away, and finding themselves a clean 5-on-3, especially now with the tag onto Mizu.
Yeah, I think it's time to give lobby, I think, if you're CT, and play back into the sides. No reason, really, to... I guess you can smoke this choke point and stay in there a little bit, but... I guess it's okay. Salazar's calling that out has not been crossed. Adios collects another onto Mizu, so this round is really crumbling. This HOTU team's very hot or cold, aren't they? They have the rounds where they're massive and some of these individuals are really chiming in, and then we have some others like this one where it's just an absolute non-starter and they're getting manhandled by HOTU. Never stood a chance.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy now, getting very worrying indeed, to be honest with you. We're looking down the barrel of perhaps that second map. And again, as we sort of mentioned, HOTU have obviously played Ancient today, played it to a pretty good level. They're fairly comfortable on it. It's becoming one of their favorite maps for sure. So if HOTU are not able to keep this one competitive and keep HOTU a bit worried, you know, a bit on edge, then I think it could be a pretty disastrous turnout here across the course of the series. HOTU, I don't think they want to be knocked down to that lower bracket in a quick fashion. It's going to be a tough day tomorrow if that's the case.
Whoa. God, these other fights so good.
Too easy.
Yeah.
Too easy.
It's one nice frag, but slim consolation. 13 for HOTU. I believe the loser of this will play the NIP side of the lower bracket, because it should flip at some point. So that you don't get a repeat HOTU Movistar matchup, for example. So, yeah. Certainly, you know, if you're... Oh, for both these teams, there was a world where you might have been playing, let's say, a harder team in this game. Would be a fair thing to say. You've got to capitalize upon this. I think especially if you're HOTU. If you throw away this opportunity at a you know, a reasonably easy route to the upper bracket final, you're not really going to forgive yourselves for that.
Whoa, kraghen. Oh my goodness, how does he find that kill? So blind. And yet he finds the frag. Absolutely ridiculous. 4 versus 3. They've gained the outside control, but again, it has cost them everything here on the HOTU side of things, and HOTU are not quite ready to give it up just yet. They've still got presence out here, ready to go. Salazar, meanwhile, find Gokushima on the bottom end of the map, holding down Secret. Oh, man, and an opportunity for a frag surely could have come in there for Mizu. This is just decimation, an absolute bloodbath here. 1 round for HOTU so far on the T side, and it was the pistol. They immediately got reset after it, so this is a dreadful, dreadful T half from them.
Nightmare. Absolute nightmare. And now they're on the brink. Money's also very good for HOTU. There's going to be so many buys to follow, no matter how this half goes. Of course, the likely scenario is HOTU just clean this up from here. There isn't actually that many nades for this T side. I'm not sure they can... They got 2 smokes left. Both of those have to go onto outer, or they're never going to force a rotation. And they haven't chosen to do that. This could be a massacre if they just try and force out ramp or something of the sorts without forcing a bad rotate from the CT side.
Manx on edge of the ramp, smoke waiting for them to come to him. They are indeed going to pick up the pace and move in here. Salazar sends Nipsey flying. Oh, they line up for Salazar. He's going to be able to find another one here. Might have an opportunity at even more, but opting to drop back, play it safe. Love to see it. Down to 2. They're both worse for wear, and they're going to be completely written off. 15-8. 7 map points for HOTU.
Where's the HOTU gone that brought that CT half back into contention? Because this is a mauling at the moment. Ooh, of course, we do know that, let's say this map's a little bit down the pool for HOTU. We're not really sure where it is because we don't have the data on this map.
Yeah, sure.
But the more I see, the more inclined I am to think that CT side is more on the individuals, because as soon as it's become the team game, they have been dumpstered. Queenix has been a beast. Nodios, who he didn't have the best series earlier, has a much better form in this one. They've been brilliant, those two.
Well, this could be it. This could be it very quickly indeed for the side of HOTU. I think they will be a little scared of their follow-up map pick if they're just not able to match up individually here and, you know, prove that they can win rounds on the T side of things. They'll be starting off on the T side of Ancient, so this is looking so damn good from HOTU. As you mentioned, it is an individual kind of game at the moment. Nodio's going to keep on fragging. Kraghen finds the head. They just cannot get through the defense right now. They'll send 2 down secret, but where do they go from here? Kraghen will get caught off guard. Not expecting them down there so fast, so there is that at the very least. Maybe the overconfidence certainly getting the better of him. Manx is here to try and hold the line. They've had a player follow them down the vent as well. Queenix going to find Gokushima up on the top side. Manx picks up Case, and Nodios will see the game off. 16-8. Incredibly dominating. Felt like we were in that map for all of half an hour, 45 minutes. Not really that much of a contest coming through. Really strong showing from HOTU. And yeah, maybe HOTU indeed. The Nuke is a map that they should stay away from in future.
Yeah, I mean...